Good Good morning, pickers and pickerettes. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. It's your friend Tom and his sidekick Todd. Oh shit! And
In the show yet.
yeah, you are now.
No, I'm not. Oh, there I am.
Are you looking at
We're
at?
good.
Okay,
Don't worry your pretty little head about it.
okay. Good morning, bum crack. Good morning, Anissa. Good morning, Laggy.
Laggy.
So yeah, he appeared before I even said it 3 times.
I
So anyway, yeah, like says he missed you yesterday.
had to do the auction.
No,
Yeah.
he's talking about Todd.
He was really talking about me.
Yep.
Um, so you
I
were in
did.
Louis.
I did miss your mom though. She was good last night.
So Todd, you've been to Louisiana?
Yeah. Um
Play some
my,
Texas Hold'em?
my mother-in-law did not she's been with us for about 5 months
Right.
straight. So we thought it's time for you to go visit Gwen's brother cuz yeah, it's his turn. It's kind of sad to talk about it that way, but if she's uh, if she's not going to go into an elder care facility, then she'll just have to stay with whoever can put up with her for a while.
You you know
Anyway,
my mom's mom lived with my mom's mom lived with my aunt for 40 years at least.
yeah,
Now my grandmother was a cook, and if my grandmother was still alive, my boys would be in bunk beds, and my grandmother would be with me because she cooks. She cooks good.
yeah.
Land
Gwen's mom
shark.
cooks good, but she doesn't have the mobility to do that anymore. So
Well,
Land shark. That'd be a no. If he came in here or Connie or whatever it is, he'd be too easy to figure out who he is because he'd limit it down to like 50 people.
so
my grandmother, and I. This is the way I want to be too. She went from her own steam till to she got sick and she was gone in about um within a week she was gone. Which that week happened while we were in the process. Let's see, she passed away 2 days after we got back from Russia with Sergey.
uh,
Uh, um, so Phil said he sold his last Monopoly game. So Phil, your ears should have been burning because Jody doesn't know who the hell you are, and she's like, "Oh my God, he sent so much stuff." Uh, you've been like her best friend. He didn't know it.
She should have that car of hers filled up.
All of it won't fit in the car. What are you talking about? I took a picture somewhere. Hold on. Uh,
yeah, Joanna, I don't know. She has a little house here, but she can't stay by herself anymore. So,
it was that, and then there was another. There was some more. you can't see up against the wall. All the boxes that you see on the far side are all full of stuff. It's just people have been amazing, really helping out. The her boss is in shock. Uh,
Good.
Yeah.
it's
I
it's
guess the stuff I sent is there, so
oh, absolutely.
it's addressed from Gwen. So
She's like, who is Gwen?
who is
I'm
Gwen?
like, that's Todd's wife. Who is Todd? I'm like, the hand. Uh,
So
And
yeah,
the stuff that Roberta sent should
I
have
had
been
to say
from her.
who's Robert? Tom and Robert. I'm like, that's the angry grandma.
The angry grandma.
well, thanks for the opportunity to get to help a little bit and let us know when
Yeah,
that stuff runs out. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
she's gonna come on tomorrow and tell everybody thank you in person. Yeah, I told her it'd probably be a good thing to do it like a week or two before Christmas, and that would allow because it's gonna last at least that long because there's just so much stuff. Um, but it's she's got what two shopping bags full that she's carried already Thursday, and she's got two more. I mean, and you don't even I look at it. Have you taken anything yet? It looks like she hadn't even made a dent. She's like, yeah, I took these two bags full, and so what she does is she gets there early and fills up everything so it'll last all day. They'll pass everything out Tuesday and then everything out Thursday on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
So does she have a supply closet or something that she puts everything in, or
Yeah, there's a little thing. The problem is the last time they had, I think she told this, the last time they had a big donation like that, the staff decided that was their snack closet. They helped eat it as well, and so
uh,
you know, her boss said, no, keep it at home and just bring it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Um,
so you got your crap and she's got her crap that she's got that's taking up corners in the house.
well, she took our dining room. The guy who built this house, he was a lifetime bachelor, and so he put his computers and all his books in where the dining room should be.
Right.
So he had them wall it in. So every other house, this builder did a good job in his neighborhood. He built all whatever hundreds plus houses, but he repeated like 8 or 10 designs. So you can see this house design repeated every now and then.
Right.
It's got columns that have a dining room. It's kind of just off, but it's got ours is the only one he enclosed in, and so it's Johnny has made it her office. So she's got a computer in there and all her power racks and everything. But yeah, that's all in her area.
Well,
If not, the three little farts be dragging it around all over everywhere.
well, I'm glad that everybody was able to help her, and because it is a good cause, and
It just the more the more you talk to people and the more I mean, I can't. Unfortunately, and this is a terrible thing to have to even think about. You're going to be affected in some way by cancer in your life. You're somebody you know, somebody you love, somebody. There's no way to get around it. It is so prevalent today.
um, yeah, because like I've said, Roberta's sister had it, and so it's all
Well,
good.
I've had a father die and it tried to take my wife. So I mean,
Mhm.
So your mother-in-law's gone for a while, Todd.
Yeah, we
You can
met
walk
in
around.
Shreveport, and so we had to go to the casino for a couple of hours, and I lost $120 playing poker, but whatever.
you had to go though.
Had to go. And we had a nice meal at the casino restaurant, so
Yeah, I just made a YouTube short. I'm trying to make one every day, but I'll show you the item that's in the short today. This is a black. This was at a yard sale, and I was shocked by the value. It was there. I got there like 3 hours late. This thing is it's gonna be listed today.
any cool finds? I tore it up at garage and estate sales this weekend.
Would anybody else have looked up strawberry shortcake?
Maybe.
Is
I've
that
got,
raised? Is that raised?
Yeah, it's raised.
Oh, that just because it's raised and it's got strawberry shortcake on it. Um,
Um, it
see, like,
sells it sells for $50.
geez,
wow. I got some bed canopies with strawberry shortcake on it. I've sold about 8 of them. I have a couple left.
Yes, so strawberry shortcake was not merchandised very well. It was and so it's also from an era where before merchandise just hit the craziness that it is today. And so if you see anything strawberry shortcake, you got to look it up because it's rare. It came with a watch too. I hadn't looked the watch up yet.
Yeah, I got those bed canopies for like $3 a piece. I got
Yeah, it
like
came
a
with
dozen of them.
it came with this little watch. I got to look the little watch
Oh,
up.
cool.
I can't even, of course, I can't read that.
strawberry shortcake probably predates you, lag. Let's see. Let's see. Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Texas. Good morning, Anissa Landshark, Texas. Good morning to all you folks. Thanks for joining us this morning. Good morning, Beth. You headed to the office this morning, Beth, or you headed back to North Carolina? Um, Mr. Bumcrack, always.
Trying to get some shadow on this thing so I can see it.
But yeah, I'm sure everybody, or well, most people have seen Spaceballs.
It's called Bradley Time Division. Let's look it up.
And there's this one part in it where they're talking about Spaceballs, the lunchbox, Spaceballs, the flamethrower, blah blah blah. All that came out about the time that merchandising really went big on anything, at which they weren't allowed to merchandise anything. That was the agreement they had with the Star Wars people. But Kiss was one of the first organizations to go full time. I mean, go heavy merchandising, T-shirts, their name on everything.
So it looks like this little watch is worth somebody got 25 for it, and there's two other, and somebody else took a best offer at $30 plus 5 shipping. So the watch itself. So for $1, that's worth, it's like $75.
Wow.
I was with a friend and oh my god. So my buddy Joe Morris, good guy. He's a nurse practitioner. He's like a little shrimp of a person. He's like 5'3", and he's built like a little fire plug. So he kind of waddles a little bit. Uh, he caught up with me and like, if you don't care, I'll just ride with you the rest of the day. To see somebody that little climb in and out of my big 4x4 truck, oh my god, that 4x truck, that truck wore his ass out. Uh,
Good morning, Joanna.
at the end, he was finally skipping yard sales.
So Todd, what'd you find at the
Oh, God. Everything vintage, man. This was really. I bought tools. You can't believe the tools I bought. Stuff like I got a Parker pen, fountain pen. That's probably $40, and it was $1. It was a family-owned estate sale,
right?
and I thought I broke it. I thought, oh man, this part came off, but it's a magnet.
Oh, cool.
It's pretty
Hey, this is
cool.
a good one here. First yard sale on Thursday on the Highway 101. I picked this guy up. It's brand new in the box. I paid $10. They had $10 on this damn thing. I listed it yesterday and sold it yesterday for $197 on Amazon.
Wow.
So,
First of all, good morning, Joanna. And she asked, "Are you feeling better, Todd?"
I still got that lingering cough. If I start laughing hard at something, it
Uh-huh.
just sets me off. But
Same guy had a PS3 and an Xbox 360 for $10 each. So for
jeez.
and a pressure cooker still in the box uh, for $5 brand new. So I spent $35 at his sale and got three consoles and a pressure cooker. The pressure cooker is worth I think $75 on eBay. It's going on today. What do I do with it?
So I got every made in Japan salt and pepper set that has ever been made. They had this is a couple of bowls here. Salt and pepper with a napkin holder.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
50
It's
cents.
it's amazing the designs with salt and pepper shakers. I sold at the auction last week a pair of roosters. They went for like $14. Most time you can get salt and pepper shakers for $1.
Now these were 50 cents, and I bought like 50 sets.
Yeah,
So if
you
I
run
sell them, if I average $10, that's $500 for maybe, I don't know what's.
I'm telling you, if you
I
find
spent $25 for all of them, and
how
it's
many
probably
people
$500.
wouldn't have bought them, Todd? When you find a yard sale like that, you got to buy everything you can.
Oh, it was incredible. Let me show you some more stuff.
Even though eBay's broken. So did y'all see the YouTube short I put up yesterday
No.
about the crazy price? How am I supposed to be a YouTube millionaire if you won't even watch my stuff? All right, so here we go.
What?
I was
Yeah,
kind of busy yesterday. Go
I
ahead.
said, I said, I said, ma'am, how much are your Blu-rays? She said, they're $2 each. And then the lady right beside her says, or I will say the whole bin for $10. So I bought all 80 of them for $10. Does that make any sense? You can either have them for $2 or 14 cents. Which one would you like? I'm like, I'll take the 14 cents.
So what? So what do
Joe
they
was
have?
just, Joe was just shaking his head. He was just walking away, talking about how in the hell did that just happen? Most of them are just popular ones.
Right.
I'll run them 15 at a time through the auction. You know, I'll get $18 to $20 a set. So I mean,
Right.
I'll do okay. But you know, they're all used. That's the problem.
Right.
This is a one-off handmade wood carving
Okay, you had me worried there for a minute, Todd.
made by it's about 2.5 feet tall, and it sits on top of a pedestal too, which is another 2 or 3 feet.
Right.
So
Was
this
it a cat?
stands up. This stands up like 4 feet, 5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
You have the
And
pedestal.
there was a bunch of carvings, some smaller than this one, but it's the guy, the lady's grandmother. The lady was about 50 years old, and her grandfather made these. She said, we got to get out of this house and property, and we got to move this stuff. So she sold me stuff like that. It is a
Yeah.
cool carving.
So don't pass on these either. So I picked these up and I listed them yesterday. This is the Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the complete series of books.
Right.
Uh, I got $75 for these on Amazon. I paid $5 for them at a yard sale. So you can see they're still sealed, but yeah, even books. Make sure you're checking books. Another cool thing while Todd's grabbing his next one. The price is still on it because I ain't listed it yet. Anybody know what this thing is?
No.
Anybody got any guesses?
Is it some kind of
Uh,
handheld game system?
it's a It's a personal humidor. It's a
Oh,
portable travel. It's a little travel humidor, so you can put the little disc in the a little thing
right.
behind the disc, and it'll carry what 1, 2, 3. It'll carry 5 cigars with you. That thing actually sells for $30 on eBay. I got they had 5 on. They took 3. I thought it was pretty cool.
When you opened it up, I thought it was like a case for a two-shot Derringer or something like that.
So if you read the little thing, it says on it, the best thing to happen to cigars is fire. And so, these guys with cigars are pretty crazy about that kind of stuff if you smoke cigars. And so, um, Joe was in front of me, and Joe's like, hey, look this up. And he threw it back to me because I didn't have anything in my hands. And I'm like, well, you don't, he resells at the auction. He didn't have time to do eBay because he works, 7 on, 7 off.
He worked 7 days straight
Yeah, as a nurse. Mm-hmm.
as a nurse practitioner. Didn't you say he was a?
Yeah, 7 on, 7 off.
Really? Like says people use humidors to straighten out baseball cards.
Yeah, my truck is full from Saturday. I haven't got the yard sales out of the truck Saturday because I had to bring everything in from the Friday yard sales.
So I bought some planes.
Not you're not rich like Todd, so you had to get wood planes and not regular planes. I mean, rich like Thom.
Well, that's what I thought when he said planes. It's like, damn, Todd finally got off some of that money and got him a citation longitude.
Well,
Stanley. This one's Miller's Falls.
Right?
And the big one, I think, is a Stanley. Ugh. Look up Stanley. I think it said number 4. No, number 7. Look up Stanley number 7. It's about 2.5 feet long.
What's it? $100 per foot?
Not quite.
Yeah, I sold that. I sold that planer that I got that Porter cable. It went for 160 plus shipping.
Oh, about 22 inches long,
Yeah.
about 150.
Is it that much?
Well, I'm looking at stole list. 175.
What is it? Oh, this is another good one.
175. 237. Oh, here's a $77 one. Here's 175.
This one's pretty scratched up. I may have to take off some of the price.
How many of y'all picked that up for $4? 18-piece Lego set for $4. Anybody pick it up?
Anything under $10 for Legos you buy.
That damn thing is worth $33 for an 18-piece set.
Now,
$33.
that $4 price on it, is that like from Dollar Tree or something like that? One of their stickers?
Oh, that's a yard sale.
Oh, that's just a yard sale. Oh, that's a circle. I see it now.
It's just a little circle. That's a yard sale.
Okay. And it sells for how much?
$33. Here's another one. How many people picked this up? There's 2 on Amazon right now.
What is that?
It's a mouse.
Oh.
It's called a little touch wedge mouse.
Oh, okay.
So if you open up the box, you'll be shocked look how little this thing is. It's a little bitty mouse that you just kind of move around. And it's got the touches for buttons.
Cool beans.
There's 2 listed on Amazon at $100 and a quarter each. She's like, give me $3. I'm like, all right, $3. I thought that was a little too high, so I've got it listed for 68 on Amazon right now.
But you're doing most of your stuff fulfilled by you, right? Not fulfilled by Amazon.
Okay, Tom. Listen, if I just told you I have this listed on Amazon, it's not in a warehouse, right?
Well, I know that, but you've got to, it's not active until it gets there if you ship it doing FBA.
I'm keeping most of it here. I'm gonna send off some shipments this week, but I for some reason I have quit sending stuff in, and I've got so much shit here that I really, um, but it's so I'm gonna join you and send some more stuff back in because I know you've sent in bike parts since I've sent
Yeah.
anything in. I haven't sent anything in probably well over a month. But it's the weirdest stuff sells, and all these people that say eBay is broken, are they really trying? Okay, so I'm walking out of a yard sale. It's full of baby stuff, and I bought one thing. I forget what I bought, and I see this laying on a table. I'm like, that's weird. It had $5 on it. It's a baby Doppler, so it's your at home. You can rub it. It told me my heartbeat was like 97 or something when I was rubbing it. You could hear it going. You know how these things are. They go. They make all the noises. $5. I listed it yesterday and sold it for $40 yesterday
On eBay?
on eBay.
Cool.
And then the lady sold me this funky light. I don't know what I did with the power. It's in a box over there, but it's a little light. Just this little light looks like a little tree. It sells for like $32 on eBay. I'm like, well, shit. She's like, how much you want for this funky little light? She said, $1. I'm like, $1. It's a all you do is flip it over, and it's a Lumi Bloom LED desk lamp. Look up Lumi Bloom, and this thing shows up, and they sell quite regularly.
Now, let's talk about shipping that thing. Would you just set it down in a box and then start putting paper all the way around it? Oh, it comes apart. Well, that makes it a lot easier right there.
It'll fit. It'll fit the 1086. You got a box big enough for the base.
Right. Okay. I didn't know the antlers came off of it.
Yeah. So Phil, I understand that the Palestine decided that they had all the backing of Iran and all these other terror groups, but what kind of idiots piss off Israel with
Oh,
forces with the forces Israel's got? Israel has, folks. If you don't understand that area, Israel has showed great restraint. Look at the map from Israel right after World War II to where it is now, as they slowly chipped away at land and claimed it was theirs. Folks, the state of Israel and Israel, um, uh, Jesus calls that land Israel. It's been Israel for forever, and they have enough weapons and stuff to blow them off the map. And they have not used. They've exercised great restraint with the Palestinians. Anytime they wanted to, they could have wiped them off the map.
And their military
oh,
is supposed to be real badasses too.
Oh
there's
yeah,
going to be hell rain down on the
oh,
Palestinians.
oh yeah,
Oh, good. They're going to reap it tenfold over what they did. Oh my God.
yeah. They are. I mean, that's just.
And deserved. And if
But we had the Highway 101. So if it's
oh,
a so a lot of people talk about I can't make the 127, the world's longest yard sale. Folks, they're all over. If you just get on your computer, get on some of these maps, start searching for these longer yard. There's one in Arkansas that starts Thursday that goes from just outside of Memphis for about, I don't know, a couple hundred miles. It's the Highway 63 and 79 or something like that. Um, this one is the 101. It's like 45 minutes from here. It just goes through the country, and all this. I found this in a little bitty town in the country. There's stuff everywhere.
So that was you and your friend that went to that.
Yeah, Todd. Uh, yeah, Joe. Look,
Where
I
was
called Joe
Harlan
Marks
at?
Friday. Harlan has given up on yard sales for the year.
He got too much stuff.
He says he does. Okay, Anissa. So hold that thought. She said, "Get your Bible." I got a cool Bible this time.
So I got
I
some
picked this up.
soaps and perfumes too.
I picked this up for a couple bucks. You want to see the world's scariest Bible? the,
Oh gosh.
every prophecy of the Bible. You want you start looking through this one and you realize we're in the end times.
Hmm.
You know, the one thing everybody says would never happen is it talk about where's it talk about that the Euphrates will dry up? Take a look at satellite images of the Euphrates River right now, folks. It is damn close to drying up. I kid you not.
You
Take
took your
take
mom to the OK Corral, Phil?
The Golden Corral. Their
Oh
food used
man.
to be good. Last time
we
we've
Oh, it's still not bad. It's just God, there's always so many unruly children in there sticking their faces underneath the ice cream
But you know
dispenser.
what? That's a strength of why you get through the 80s and 90s and you've been exposed to that kind of germs, man. You don't need a COVID shot. Hell, you live through Golden Corral and Western Sizzle.
Yep.
We were me and my buddy were at a golf tournament. We went to see the last time they played whatever that professional one was in something gardens in Georgia, and we stopped in the middle of the country. We were starving. This little bitty restaurant, and there was a buffet, a little country buffet. And I kid you not, there was this little kid, this little fat kid. It was probably me as a child, standing at the buffet. Uh, he said he's like he got his plate and he's up for seconds. So he's talking about he didn't like this, and he scraped shit back off his plate into the damn buffet. I'm like, we have stepped off into some twilight zone. I'm like, are we being pranked right now?
you start looking for cameras.
Yeah, Julie, it was Callaway Gardens. We went to the last time they played the PGA in Callaway Gardens because
Okay,
I was living in Macon at the time.
Todd, your soaps and perfumes.
Yeah, I bought some soaps and perfumes. This perfume cost me $1.
Uh-huh.
I listed it for $99.99.
Oh wow,
So
that's cool.
look up Pacifico Mediterranean Fig.
Julie, I don't know where we were. We were south of there, somewhere between Callaway Gardens and Macon, in the country, trying to drive back to Macon.
Say that again, Todd. Pacifica what?
Mediterranean Fig.
First of all, I got to be able to spell.
I think it's Pacifico. Pacific something. Pacifica. Ah, there's an A instead of an O. Pacifica.
I hope
Okay.
I hope most of y'all know this. Y'all know what this is, Tom?
Wait a minute. Let me get back to that screen.
That's Corning.
Yeah, that's Visions.
It's Visionware by Corning.
I used to have
Uh,
a set of that.
the lady had a 7-piece set laid in her front yard. I'm like, what's that? $5 or $8 something. I got all of it for $8. I listed it for 100 plus shipping on eBay. A pot. Like this is Visionware by Corning. Tells you on the handle right there if you can see it right there what it is. Uh, the lids don't say Visionware. They just say Pyrex on them.
Yeah.
My listing came up first. It's a brand new bottle, never been opened. This one's a 1 ounce sold for 101. This is 1.2 ounce. I listed it for $99.99.
Hey, what about this? Thought it was thought it was pretty cool. They were sealed. The guy had a bunch of them. I picked up three of them. I think they were like $6 each. There's
I
that.
don't I don't know that that will get vetoed. There's lots of them on here.
What's that?
This perfume. Anyway, I filled my car up Saturday. Jeez.
Yeah, I filled the truck up.
Scott, with that Mad, was that like as a Mad comic books?
Yeah, that was when they sponsored a funny car.
Okay. Well, see, that's got all kinds of different people. I mean, opportunities there. There's
Yeah,
people that collect everything Mad.
yeah, they were those cars. They were $6 or $7 each. I forget what they were. I think I got all three of them for $20. They each sell for 40 to 50. Um,
Well,
I got shoes. I got a Coach bag.
I did that. I had got a Coach bag. I've already taken it to the auction.
are you sure it's real?
It went to the auction. I
Yeah,
don't care what it is.
I bought like 30 Christmas plates. Yeah, they'll probably take forever to sell, but we got Christmas coming up. Um,
Um, Speaking of plates, Roberta, what is the plates that Mom's got? The Prairie Girl, Prairie Lady, Pioneer Woman.
Been prairie dogging.
Yeah,
Prairie
there is a
dog.
Pioneer Woman has a set of dinner plates that's like they're blue. Anyway, if anybody ever has any in their store or whatnot, send me a message with a link to it because she was wanting some more of those because you can't find them.
Royal Copenhagen. I think I got a year run of like 30 straight years of these.
Copenhagen.
Royal Copenhagen Christmas plate.
I don't know about that Royal Copenhagen. I have to put that's when people in the South think of Copenhagen, they think of the dip.
Yep. That's a town in Europe.
Yeah, I know, Todd.
I
I'm
think something
educated.
like Denmark or something.
Years ago, we had a client that was a He was the salesperson for Copenhagen. All the dips and stuff like that, chewing tobacco, and he went to all the different convenience stores and whatnot. And I probably would not if I had a dipped or chawed. I probably wouldn't have had to buy dip and stuff like that for years because he always had all these these free samples that he could give out and whatnot. The boys that worked for us, they the ones that dipped and chewed and whatnot, they always in the break room or where they came in every day and clocked out on the time card. Um, there was always free ones back there for them, and then they started shutting that stuff down. So what else did you get, Todd?
Oh, I got like 8 pairs of shoes and boots. I got that Coach bag. Let's see. I got a robot vacuum for $5.
Does it work?
Yep. Tested it at the sale. I don't remember where I put those sculptures. They may still be in the trunk of my car.
Yeah, I bought a pair. They're in the truck. I bought some shorts for me. Some lady had 30 size 34 Columbians, or something, been down to a 34. So I had like 7 pairs. I'm like, I'm gonna take these 7 pairs home, wash them, and throw out 7 pairs of 38s. So I'm donating those today. So, man, so Saturday I roll up on this yard sale, right? My buddy Rick is there. Uh, we affectionately call him Rat Bastard. So Rat Bastard was at the yard sale, and he's like, I'm like, how long have you been at this yard sale? I was buying shorts and scanning books at the last one. He's like, they got a computer up here. I was waiting. Make sure you saw this computer. I'm like, uh, the man sold me a 2015 MacBook Pro, the little 13-inch, with its charger and everything for $7. So it's got a broken screen. But I plugged it in via HDMI.
Right.
He's got Linux on it. So I never bought a MacBook Pro for $7 at a yard sale.
So what you gonna do with it? Just sell it as parts, or
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
can you take it in and trade it in?
It's because it's the 13. It's not worth a ton.
Oh, okay.
It's the screen. I can get a screen for like $100.25, but it's probably worth $250 to $300 as it is. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense though. I was thinking, but Linux wipes out the hard drive, so I was thinking about buying a new hard drive to put in it to bring it back to Mac OS. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, worst comes to worst, I could just plug it in like it is now inside and use it inside. I don't have a Mac inside.
So I bought a little box of Harley Davidson parts. Let's see, what's this? Harley carburetor cover.
Are those Harley branded, or are they secondary market? Oh,
Genuine Harley.
I'm like, are his eyes that bad?
I'm watching it on a screen about that big.
Some kind of chain guard or something.
Because I'm not on the YouTubes. I'm inside of EV Mucks.
So Phil says he snagged a box of Hunter Sealand fans. They're all white. He thinks they're racist.
Got some foot
Folks,
pegs.
I don't know how many times I gotta tell people over and over. This crew has heard over and over, and you guys buy whatever. You gotta buy parts. Parts are the next couple of years. Parts are gonna be at a premium. I'm telling you, we are at the beginning of it's gonna get ugly before it gets better.
Handlebar grips.
If you don't think so, all these people these same people that are attacking Israel have been coming across our southern border. And you don't think these people are going to rise up and try to create chaos in these big cities?
The car dealers don't like to use anything other than like genuine GM parts, Ford parts,
or whatever,
Chrysler
yeah.
parts. One of the just groups I'm in, Facebook groups I'm in, this guy was talking about he took his Chevrolet in, and his Chevrolet truck in, and he needed a part for it, and they couldn't fix it because they couldn't get the GM part for it already. He said, "Go down to the damn AutoZone and get a goddamn part and put it in my truck." And then when they couldn't fix it, which it was still drivable, it just skipped like hell. He said, "Well, put it back together. I'm going." And they put it back together, put it back together, and then they handed him a bill for $450. He's like, "I ain't paying shit. I told y'all to fix it, and y'all can't get the parts to fix it. We're done here." And so they talked to the service manager, and the service manager said, "He's right. He told us to fix it, and we can't. So, bye-bye." So I think there's going to be a lot of these daggum car dealerships that's going to be going to the secondary market to get their
they're going to have to
their parts. And then just say, we can't guarantee it. I mean, they can guarantee their work, but they can't guarantee the parts. And I think that's what's going to be so go buy your Toyota, your Honda.
But the one thing, if people would watch a show like this, if they can get away around the nonsense that we spew, we talk a lot about, look at the stuff that I show that Thom talks about what he sells and what None of us sell the same things. We all sell a variety of stuff. If you want to keep your sales up, the wider you go on sales, the more appeal you have. I mean, look, Todd has showed you motorcycle parts, perfume, laves. I've showed you books, video games, Legos, baby Dopplers, DVD, Blu-rays. I mean, you've got to spread out. Um,
I remember Dusty talking about, he was talking about people would say, I can't find stuff like that. I can't find stuff like that. And
Cause you
he
ain't
went
look,
up, he went to, I think it was like southern Georgia or northern Florida. And was shopping with some, he went yard selling with some people over there. And he said, they're right. They didn't have anything but crap there. And
but
he,
it's up to you to figure out what in your
yeah,
what crap in your area sells. Every area's got crap.
yeah.
It's just a matter of what sells. You've
Well,
got to,
Dusty, if it had any kind of sellability to about it, he'd have bought it. But he was like, "They're right. There's just nothing to sell."
but
Yeah, I
then you
mean,
go, then
the,
buy it at an auction. It's going. They've got the same. Everybody has a lot of the same stuff. It's going somewhere. Like
Yeah,
in this town, there are now three Goodwills, but up until the last couple of years, there's been one Goodwill for an area that's 400,000 to 500,000 people. One Goodwill. Where's all that shit going? It's being donated somewhere. You got to figure it out.
um, you know, my son was talking about the Goodwill around here. They've got so many now that it's hard for the stores to keep any other than clothes. Goodwill is a clothing store, guys. That's all they are now because they don't have enough stuff, any hard goods, enough hard goods in their stores around here. There's just about it's Goodwill is almost like Starbucks. There's just about one on every corner around here.
You're right, Larry. I'm in one niche way too much.
No, I like this. I just can't see the damn chat. So what else, Todd?
oh, I just I got Christmas ornaments. I got I don't know, just stuff. I got a steering wheel cover for Ford for $1. Doesn't weigh nothing, so Ford Elite Speed Grip. What does that sell
Uh,
for?
John, you're 100% correct. It is scary. You look at some of the places you sell stuff, and maybe that's what I should do. Buy an Xbox, get a pair of panties free.
You got like 12 grosses left, don't you?
Oh, about 7,000 pairs.
God. Well, if Zombie hits, everybody knows where they can go to get their panties at. They can go to see Scott.
But I sell everything, so I I mix these things in my water. Country time, I pick them up. They're $1.50 at Dollar General. I'm like, I wonder what these sell for on eBay. Well, you can sell three of them on eBay for $13, and they don't weigh anything. So I finally sold some last night. So I'm paying for my habit of drinking these by selling them. So I sold. I've got to ship one of these out today. Three. I'll give them the one I didn't crush. But think I did that with coffee. I've been drinking this Stroop waffle coffee. I've sold a couple of those. I had some. I had some other vanilla latte from Rifle Coffee, Black Rifle Coffee. I drank one, sold one. You'd be amazed the stuff that you use normally you can sell. You're not going to get rich on it, but you even just listen to these. I could list these and never have them in stock, and just go to the Dollar General down the street and buy three of them.
Or if you've miscounted and you sell three, you can, instead of freaking out, you can just run down to Dollar General and get you another pack.
I mean, Dollar Generals are they're everywhere around here. There must be. It's like the '80s whenever they got the little gremlins wet and they just sprouted everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Dollar Generals around here. They got one Dollar General got wet and they all just sprouted up all over.
You know, if they would, and their newer stores are nicer than their older stores, but if they would clean up their stores, they would be a power and get a little bit more higher quality product in some of their stuff. They would be a power to be dealt with, because they have, you probably can't go 5 miles and not see a Dollar General someplace. My mother-in-law loves her Dollar General store.
They're everywhere around here.
And at one point there was it's Highway 70 that runs between Old Fort, North Carolina, and Marion, North Carolina. There was two on it, and she had such a quandary trying to figure out which one she was going to go to, because they were the same distance from her house. But she,
Um, so so Larry and Glenn are over there talking, and Larry, Glenn, and Phil. I'm glad I'm not with you. I'm glad the world is turning around and things are starting to get right again. Alabama did everything we could to try to lose that game to A&M. 14 penalties, uh, a minute 30 to go. We're throwing the ball. I mean, it's just stupidity that we tried to give that game away and still won it anyway. So the world is coming around that we're starting to win again. Like Alabama defense looks like a force to be reckoned with. So all you people ahead of us in the top 10, y'all got us sitting at number 11, right where we want to be. Y'all
who
keep carrying on.
who's at the top?
Georgia still. Georgia finally. Georgia woke up and beat the hell out of Kentucky, and everybody's going, Georgia's back. They finally put it all together. Kentucky was not that. Kentucky had beat uh, on Thursdays after Todd leaves. The Lutherans go play football, and Kentucky beat them a couple of times, and they're 5-0. They were, look, Kentucky's doing great this year. They beat the Lutherans.
Well, that's just
LSU.
it. It was like, it's been years and years ago. It was like Clemson was destroying everybody, and then they beat, like, they went to a school like Ball State, which sounds like it's probably the size of Winthrop University, a little college. I-
I've actually sourced around Ball State up in Indiana.
And the people in down in our area was like, man, they just killed Ball State. Yeah, first of all, they don't have, Clemson was like University of North Carolina and probably Alabama. They got the best team money can buy, and
It's
they're,
legal now. It's
huh?
legal to buy your team. It's legal to buy your teams now. I don't want to hear
Is it really?
it. NIL money. There are no rules with NIL. You can give that money out. There
What's
are schools. There are schools out there that have cooperatives that these people donate into them, and they dish out the money based on what they think the players are worth. There's they tried to put rules in about NIL and how the money could be. There's no rules on money in college football anymore. The rule is if you don't have any, you ain't gonna have no college football team. That's the rule.
I had to see what that meant. It stands for name, image,
Image
and
and
likeness.
likeness. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but yeah,
Now, is that taxable income for these boys?
I'm sure it is. One of our players last year, they valued him at a little over 2 million. Uh, Between Bryce Young was valued at 3 million, and Will Anderson was valued at 2 million in NIL money. But you did see Bryce. Bryce actually was on commercials. You saw him on commercials for Milo's down here. You saw him. He, there was like 3 different companies he was on commercials for. He was the only one we saw in commercials. The rest of them just got paid.
Okay, this is how I'm gonna admit it about how ignorant I am about universities. I thought Ball State was like out in Western Tennessee or someplace like that. It's in
It's in
hell,
Indiana.
Indiana,
I just said it was in Indiana. I've sourced there. You
and
know who Ball State's most famous alumni was.
No.
David Letterman went to Ball State.
Oh,
Talked about
did
it
he?
all the time.
Okay. I don't watch David Letterman.
I used to before he went just off the rails.
I just never thought he was funny. Actually, I don't think he didn't think any of the late nighters that took over after Johnny Carson
You didn't like
retired.
Leno?
No, his voice got on my nerves. I just was not a Leno fan. I didn't think he was funny either. They just didn't have the rhythm for comedy, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion,
Yeah,
and I have many.
I still watch Jay on YouTube and stuff because of all his cars. He has a YouTube
Yeah.
show about cars.
Well, that's different. That's his cars. Um, and you know who also way switching the conversation way off course, the Jeff Dunham, the ventriloquist.
He's got cars, so yeah.
He's got a lot of cars.
I find him extremely funny. I don't know why.
Who
Especially with Ahmed. Oh my God, Ahmed.
I think what's funny is because he makes himself laugh.
Yeah.
So,
Watching Ahmed over in with the Arabs, that's fun.
yeah.
That's comedy gold right there.
Or when he's in Israel.
Or he says when he's about to say I kill you, he look around and go,
yeah. Anyhow.
What are you doing? You woke me up at 4 o'clock. When I went to the recliner, you slept on me for 2 hours, and now you got to come out here. You think I'm your person?
Are you going to get it? Are you going to get it all listed today, Todd?
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah, 5 at a time. You bought enough to list for the rest of the year, didn't you?
Yep.
I guess Bridget's is enjoying her Disney waffles this morning.
Hey, you can't drink my coffee. Phoebe's gonna be a star. Phoebe, tell him. Tell him what you think about anybody who doesn't live here.
Now, you have one. You have one that's older than her, right?
Yeah. Dixie Belle is almost 17.
Wow.
Phoebe's only 3.
Is only how old?
3.
I thought she was older than that. I guess it was.
Franklin's 1.
Damn, Todd, what are you doing, son?
Oh
I'm trying to find stuff.
They wake my ass up, so I go into the living room and get out of the covers, and I'm gonna just sleep in the recliner for the next couple hours. Here comes Phoebe. She big butt jumps up there. Then here comes Franklin. He goes up the ramp over the other couch and proceeds to fall off the couch. I'm like,
see, it doesn't matter whether they're dogs or cats. When they're spoiled, and they know they're spoiled.
These two,
because Roxy and Cole, they just irritate Roberta all night long. Not being mean, they're just trying to get comfortable, and which means that she's got to reposition herself or move her arms in a certain way.
Franklin sleeps on top of Johnny. He climbs up and sleeps on top of her. Oh, that's racist.
They are just so spoiled.
He's got little Chinese garb on him.
That's double racist.
Is it? That's some pretty cool salt and pepper shakers right there.
Yeah. Now, what goes? Is that just like a decanter or something, or is that a part of a salt and pepper shaker?
This?
Yeah.
It's a little planter.
Okay.
How are you not supposed to spoil that face?
Made in Japan.
Made in Japan. Yeah, I know. They just irritate. They make you so angry and irritate. They're just like your real kid.
You're supposed to be mean to it.
They make you so angry, and then you just can't help but love them.
Oh, this is made in the USA. I don't know what it is.
It's art, Todd.
It's like a sailboat soap dish or something.
No, that's a whatnot. You put it up on on your coffee table or the
This is a
what is
good
that?
one. The other night, Jody sent me this picture. She's like, "How am I supposed to go to bed tonight?"
They're spoiled.
And just in case you think that's a different night, there's a different night. There's another one.
Mr. Sadie, I'm scared to click on this link.
This was the earlier one. You like that one? There's Franklin.
Yeah. Is he a mama's boy?
Oh, he loves him. He Franklin loves him some Johnny now.
these are these are totally these are totally not politically correct. It's got a little picture of an chief. The caption reads, "Him not big chief by default. Him big chief 'cause him use salt."
Okay.
That's one of my favorite ones she took of his ass on her. That's his tail on her face.
Her her not chief squaw 'cause she pretty. Her use much pepper. She very witty.
Okay. You know, people like Lag won't remember, but when they had like up in the North Carolina mountains, the touristy areas, Scott probably remembers this. There was all these little gift shops, and they had all this kind of stuff like you're showing right now. Uh, it's sad that people don't buy all that crap and take it home anymore because there's no place to buy it.
Lake Tahoe Harvey's.
Yeah, I don't want you to have the idea that this is a one-time thing. This is a everyday. I get these pictures every day.
Them dogs are ruined.
I sent her a picture saying, "I said this one. This is a good picture." I said, "Your dog's in here with me." Ha ha ha. Then I get this one like 5 minutes later when Franklin leaves and goes back to her.
Well, do they have a dog door coming into your shop?
No, the
Or-
door's just open over there. There's a. I had them because the fence up. There's a door going each way.
Right.
So this one just stays open. I've got a dog door. I just hadn't put it in yet.
Okay.
And for the house we bought a. You can buy screen doors with the dog doors already in them. So
Right.
the glass door. So um, at night before we go to bed, we'll close that to keep critters out. But most of the day, that door just stays open until they come and go however they want to.
Uh, Mr. Sadie, I looked at the video. How young is your youngest granddaughter? I thought all your granddaughters were like in their teens and up. That one looked pretty young. Mr. Sadie went from a house full of boys to a house full of granddaughters when they're all there.
Yeah, I'm currently screwing with Harlan right now. We'll see what message I get back. Ah,
So you took a bunch of stuff over to the auction last night,
yeah. So Harlan had quit the yard sales,
right?
and so he started he started dating another person. Like they started going out a little bit. So I'm like, dude, since you're not here, do you want me to pick this up for you? And then I get a voice memo back saying, "That's awful. What the hell would you pick that up for?" And I'm like, I'll get this for you too. I'm like, I got to mess with you even though you're not with me today. And I get a LOL on that one.
He's only been married once, what? Correct?
Yeah, for a long time they were high school sweethearts. They were together like 30 years.
Oh wow! It's not like he's a.
Okay, I read what Sadie wrote, Tom. You can take it down.
Oh, sorry.
So this is a cute set of dog figurines. Look, the little boy's got his leg hacked.
I know it's no John. It's no Bonnie. It's she's our age.
All that glass rattling. Are those springers?
Yeah, they
I
posted.
don't know.
I sent him a message. I said, "You put pictures
Oh
on
no.
Facebook. This must be serious." All I get back is a "Yep."
Oh Lord.
Occupied Japan. So that's what, 1950?
That should be worth a little bit of coin.
Yeah,
So no,
anything occupied. But do people buy? Did you look it up or do any research?
Uh-uh.
Is occupied Japan? It was a thing in the 80s and 90s. Is it still in demand?
I don't know.
Don't know.
When you see him again, tell him now when he if he has a wedding that we'll all come to Alabama for his wedding.
Mexico.
Because that's the most fun about it. Going to estate sales is you see so much stuff from yesteryear, stuff that we grew up with, that people still have hung on to. But the thing about it is people are buying things from their childhood, but nobody's buying trinkets.
They like I went to an estate sale one time and there was a bunch of like the 1960s Tupperware tumblers,
Right?
and this lady was going nuts over them. She's like, "I had those when my mama had those when I was a kid."
Tupperware sells still though. Tupperware is still in demand.
Because you can't wear this stuff out. You know, Rubbermaid pushes like they're just as good as Tupperware is.
I got
Tupperware will be around a lot longer than Rubbermaid will ever be.
I had the ketchup and mustard dispenser. I ran up to the auction. I got $15 for the ketchup and mustard. Last week I had the the one that you opened up has got the divided things in it. A
Right.
whole like six things. I got 13 for that at auction. Yeah, last week.
People like that stuff. My mom still got stuff that Tupperware from the 60s.
Yeah, Harlan ain't having no more kids. If Harlan has more kids, it's divine intervention.
Does he
That's
have any kids?
Yeah, he's got two. He's got two great kids. They both live here. Dylan's 20, Jacob's 20, Dylan's 23, and Marissa's 28.
Somebody said, John, Roberta and I have followed. We've used to follow a couple of people that like Americans, or he was an Australian actually that moved to Japan, and he bought an old farm. He and his wife is Japanese. They bought an old farm, and it was full of like little tea sets and porcelain tea sets, uh, sake sets, and stuff like that. And he was taking them to the dump because they're old, they're used. Well, actually, they were new because the guy that used to own the farm had a store somewhere, but they weren't new, and so he had to pay to have them dumped. And he was like, in America or in Australia, people, he said, I could sell these things all day long. Yeah, he did put some on eBay, but their mentality over like in those places in Japan is they want new. Whereas we'll buy an old house and renovate it. Japanese don't. Oh, how's my mom doing, John? we talked to her yesterday because it was her birthday, and she sounded a lot better. She said she felt a lot better. But being sequestered by herself, I know that's got to be bad. She can't even she can't even go to the Walmart. But she seems to be doing better. Thanks for asking. Actually, you're very correct, John. They don't have a lot of storage because they don't keep stuff like we do. It's very what do you call it? Minimalist. Thank you, honey. Very minimalist. Really, my
To-
mom is 89.
Todd, are you a Cowboys fan? Is he there anymore?
I hear him stomping around.
So I just one of my buddies, Andy, is a big Cowboys fan. So I've been messing with him for a couple of days. I just sent him that meme.
She's 89.
Yeah. So this is so Thursday. I get a call from my brother. I'm like, it's usually something crazy because he's always up to something. He's like, I'm like, where are you doing? He's like, on the way to visit your mom at a hospital. I'm like, what do you mean on the way to visit my mom in the hospital? Mother has a arrhythmia, and so her heart was beating crazy. And she told him, don't call my sons. I don't want them to worry. She's in the hospital with her, with having to shock her heart back in the rhythm.
Yeah, Roberta had to have that done one time. Old minimalist Mike. That's
So I guess I'll be coming to your great state here in the next 4 to 6 weeks. I'm gonna sometime in the holidays. I'm gonna plan a trip to get back. I haven't been to North Carolina in a long time.
now. How do you go when you go to your mom's? Do you go up to like Raleigh and across, or
I'll have to look and see which ways. Usually I'll go down to 20 and then take 20 to Florence
okay?
and then take 74, 76 over to
Oh, that's right. She's at the
Wilmington.
coast.
But I know I could drive up to 40 and go over. I just don't think there's that much difference in how. And 20 is boring as hell. I get tired of going that way.
Okay, I missed it. What did the meme say about the Cowboys?
Uh, you want to see the picture?
Sure.
Make sure I'm pointing at the camera.
I'm assuming that that's like your quarterback or something like
Yeah,
that.
that San Francisco's quarterback is Brock Purdy, and then they put Dak Prescott's little boy.
Um, I would. It came through my Facebook. You know these little things that pop up on your Facebook feed. It was like the 20 worst tourist attractions in America. And Scott, you'll appreciate this. They
South of the
had
border.
they had south of the border, and then a few below it was Mount Rushmore. How
I,
in
I
the
like I like
how
Mount Rushmore.
how you could put south of the border in any category with Mount Rushmore is beyond me.
So it's 602 miles if I go over to Atlanta and then over if I that's crazy. Why would you go up and over?
Is she going to
It,
move?
if you go if it's an extra hour and a half to go through Knoxville and across.
I've never been to Mount Rushmore, Mr. Sadie. I'm, I'm
So Rushmore was cool, and then you got what's the name right around the corner where they're building the
Crazy
uh,
horse.
yeah,
crazy horse.
Crazy Horse. So that one's cool because you actually see them in the process of making it, which is pretty interesting. I went to both those. I had a good time. I enjoyed it.
Mr. Sadie, I've been to the Ark, and guess what? Unless I was going to go up there with somebody who had never been up there before, I'll never go back to the top of that Ark because I don't like heights, and that just freaks me out up there.
Not to mention, on if you drive over there, you can go. You can cut through Nebraska and see Carhenge.
Yeah, my mom and dad they um, they flew into Denver and then spent a month out there driving around, and they went to Rushmore and Crazy Horse, um, Yellowstone. I started to say Jellystone, Yellowstone. Uh, I mean, they did all those things out there. One day it was sunny and 70. The next day it was snowing on them, and this was like in July.
So there's a sports reporter down here. His name is Rick Carley, and he he's he kind of does sports stuff, but he does a lot of lifestyle stuff now. And it's pretty interesting. I posted a post on Facebook. I shared it. He's talking about our kicker, Will Riker. He came back for a final season instead of going to the pros. So currently this year he's 12 for 12, and he's on 18 for 18 on extra points. Um, in the game, our punter went down, so he punted 4 punts for an average of 42, 43 yards. He's the leading scorer. He's now the leading scorer in Alabama football. He is only 50 points away from beating the leading scorer in college football, and he's projected to pass that by the end of the year. He's a local kid from Alabama whose dad died of cancer when he was a freshman, who got him to kick, who was his youth coach, and who got him into the love of kicking. Uh, Last year, he married his high school sweetheart and should go to the NFL after being the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history. It's a pretty cool story.
Mr. Sadie, do you still have your motorcycle? It's been years ago. It's probably 98 because I think we had Sergey then. Roberta and I went up to Cherokee, North Carolina, and spent the weekend up there and went to the casino and whatnot. And while we were up there, they were having Gold Wing weekend.
Okay, so this is weird as hell. That you can't make this shit up. So I just said if you drive up there, you will see Carhenge.
Right.
Your memories on Facebook. We thought you'd like to look at this post from 5 years ago, Carhenge. That is strange.
Oh,
They're listening, but
Oh my god!
they
I
were
just said it, and they put it on Facebook. Holy!
they're listening to you, Scott. You're part of that radical right. But there was a bunch of trikes up there, gold wing trikes, and Roberta said we should get us one of those. I said okay. So when we get home, she gets on the internet and she says we will not be getting a gold wing trike. And I said why is that? She says they're starting off at $35,000.
Yeah, mother bought hers years ago. She paid 25 for it. It's just been sitting for like 8 years now. My brother took it to a shop this week, and they're having to replace the fuel pump rusted in it and introduce water to the gas tank. So they are currently replacing a lot of stuff on it to get it where she can sell it.
Oh, I thought maybe y'all were going to start riding it.
I'm not allowed to have a motorcycle.
Joni? What's the odds about you can get you in those little trailers behind it? You can drive. Harley can sit on the.
It's
He
not.
can sit on the back of it.
It's not the motorcycle riders. It's everybody else who kills motorcycle riders.
Yeah, I have a. Well, I haven't seen him in years because he moved. But I had a friend who was a Cub Scout dad. He had a motorcycle. He was hit 3 times by cars. He was on his bike 3 times.
Hmm.
say something about perky breasts.
Uh, they show up anyway.
So, Todd, how's the temperature, the weather down there where you're at?
Oh, it's cooled off a lot, and we're only going to be like 83, 84 today.
It's just supposed to barely get into the 70s here. Yeah, John. Scott would have to have a sidecar for his motorcycle with the Dachshunds. Apparently, Joni would not let them get into the sidecar. What are those parrots, Todd?
I guess. Made in Japan.
Everything's made in Japan. So, what y'all got on y'all's agenda for today?
I got a lot of shipping to do.
You got a lot going out.
Yeah, because I didn't ship any yesterday because of the holiday.
Was the schools closed where y'all were at? The schools must have been closed here because there was
Yeah.
kids everywhere.
Yeah, I got about 15 orders.
Let's see. Let's see how many I've got sent out. 26.
I shipped a couple of things out yesterday, but I took them to the post office because I don't like them sitting around the house. When somebody sells something, try to get it packed up and get to the post office or get it in the mailbox as soon as possible.
Well, they were closed yesterday.
Well, I took it, put it in the drop box outside. What is that's an ashtray?
What?
What you're holding is
I'm gonna go get a light.
I'm going what?
I'm gonna go get a light. Oh,
was that an ashtray you were holding, Todd?
I currently I have 54 to send out today. But
Dang,
fun.
you better get Joni and the boy out there and help you get the shipping. But it's broken. eBay's broken.
And eBay's broken. Just think about what my sales would be on eBay if eBay wasn't broken.
You'd have to have somebody out there help, just doing nothing but shipping.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Texas, you going to go buy an engagement ring set?
It's and this and no. 26 of those are eBay.
Still, 26 for a couple of days is good.
Because I shipped Friday, or not? Did I ship Friday? Yeah, I shipped Friday afternoon.
Are you going to find you a betrothed, Texas? Or you just never gave her a set, so you're buying her a set now? Isn't that romantic? Okay, there's my singing for the day.
And the dogs are howling.
Yeah, the dogs are howling.
Phil's in love.
I thought he was an old guy like you, Todd.
Pretty old, I think.
You got her hook, line, and sinker. All right, I got to get out of here. Thanks for everybody for coming in, Scott, Todd. Appreciate it as always. It makes it so much easier when you have somebody to talk to. Thank you, everybody in the audience, for coming in, hanging out with us. Y'all got any final thoughts for the day?
Go Cowboys.
Does anybody else having? I posted a short yesterday asking for eBay sellers to respond. in from the afternoon on, whenever I go to list on my phone, I get the message all the time when I'm posting when I'm trying to add the pictures. It says lost connection to network. Loses connection to network. My computer can be screaming, and the phones will do that. If I list on the computer, no issues. It's only, and it doesn't matter Android or the iPhone. Either phone does the same thing. And I've had a few people say it happens to me all the time.
Are you going through like your Wi-Fi, or are you doing it through your?
No, it's through Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But everything else is connected, and I can sit there with the phone screwing up and take the draft on my computer and list it. It's only through the phones, and the phone app loses network connection. It is so frustrating. It'll make you want to just put your fist to the wall.
All right, y'all go check out Scott's shorts. He's trying to make his $1 million off of eBay this week. So
Yeah,
everybody have a great day. Don't forget Scott's show tomorrow. And
it's gonna be a good one. The honest truth that resellers need to hear. It's gonna be a good one.
okay.
Yep. Check out Scott's shorts and his pants too.
Okay. So thank y'all again. Y'all have a great day. Bye.
Damn, that was quick.